The choices we make affect our futures, and unfortunately, some of us learn that the hard way. This happened to me after moving back to my hometown. It all started at my new school.
Hey,
Hi.
you don't remember me, do you?
No.
Casey Parker from 3rd grade. You used to sit behind me.
Casey was cool, super nice, and she definitely had her head on straight.
I used to be crazy about pink, but not anymore. You just moved into my neighborhood, right?
My dad's in the military. We move around a lot.
Oh,
Rafa.
right.
People thought he was cool. I wanted that.
Hey, where were you? I tried to call you. Mr. Myers isn't gonna keep buying my C6 excuse.
I just didn't feel like going.
Hey, look what I recorded earlier.
Let's go to the store. I have something even better for you to record. Come on.
Yeah, I get good grades, but what I wanted more
Are
than
you listening to
anything
me?
was to have cool friends.
Yeah.
We walked home from school. Everything was going all right until Casey knocked my kickball into Riley's path. The ball was mine, so Riley put the blame on me. She gave me the chance to pay her back by going to the store with her and Rafa. Casey knew it was a bad idea. I just wouldn't listen. Because of all the stealing that went on at the store, the owner had his staff on high alert.
Here, take it.
I don't need it.
I do. Hurry up.
That's stealing.
No dip, Sherlock. Listen, you owe me for that soda.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but nothing. It's not a big deal. The owner has so much stuff here. One little thing won't hurt. You won't get caught. Rafa's the only one with cameras in here that work. Don't be a punk.
I was nervous. My hands were sweaty. I felt like I was being watched.
Hey!
Whoa, hey, hold on. Hey, what's the rush?
No reason.
Yeah? What's all this stuff right here?
We bought it.
Oh, really? I bet that store clerk has to beg to differ.
All three of us were caught that day. It changed our lives. I should have made a better decision. I was scared the whole time. After getting caught, all I could think about is how disappointed my father was going to be. Rafa looked nervous too, but Riley, she was used to dealing with the cops. I'm sure she didn't expect what would happen next.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Deborah Lindsay.
Please be seated. Travis Davis, you had pled guilty to petty larceny for stealing items from a convenience store. I see here that you have had no prior court involvement, your school attendance is good, and so are your grades. You also passed your drug test. Mr. Davis, how is your son doing at home?
Your Honor, first, I want to express how disappointed I am in him. At home, he's a very good child. He follows all of the rules. During the week, we've taken away his privileges to use his telephone, watch television, or use his computer. On weekends, rather than going out with his friends, he's staying at home and doing additional chores. I just hope this doesn't affect his future, Your Honor.
Because this is your first petty larceny offense, Mr. Davis, I will give you the opportunity to wipe your record clean. You have 90 days to complete 25 hours
My
of
bad
community
decision
service.
landed me trash duty. I had plenty of time to think about what I should have done
You
that
also
day.
need to write an apology to the store where you participated in the criminal act. Do you agree with these things, Mr.
A thief
Davis?
definitely isn't the kind of person I want to be.
Mr. Rafael Cruz Gomez has pled not guilty. Do you have any further information that you would like the court to take into consideration before I consider my verdict?
Your Honor, we acknowledge that Raphael was in the store, but he did not actually conceal or steal any merchandise. He was merely clowning around. The video he made was used to identify those who actually shoplift. So in fact, Raphael helped to solve the crime.
Nice try, Miss Eskridge. Despite the fact that Mr. Gomez did not steal any items, he still committed a crime. He went into the store with his friends with the intent to steal. Mr. Gomez, this is your second offense, and you tested positive for marijuana. You have also had several unexcused absences from school. Miss Gomez, how is your son behaving at home?
Your Honor, I don't know what to do with Rafa. I don't know his friends. I don't know where he goes at nighttime. Sometimes he doesn't come home at all. I love my son, but he's out of control.
Mr. Gomez, I am placing you on probation until you are 18 years old.
Rafa didn't realize that filming the whole thing would make him guilty too. Because he'd been in trouble before, his consequence was much worse than mine. I even heard that he ended up doing some time in juvie for not following his probation rules. As for Riley, all the poor decisions she had made added up. She was 18. I guess she should have thought about that.
Cell 20. Left hand.
All rise. General District Court is now in session. The Honorable Percy L. White III presiding.
Please be seated. Miss Leary, I must say that I'm disappointed to have you back in my courtroom. You've had multiple fraud charges which were diverted. Now you're 18 years old and combine a petty larceny charge with 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And thanks to you and your friends, we have all the evidence on videotape. How do you plead, Miss Leary?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I accept your guilty plea, and I sentence you to 6 months in jail, 200 hours of community service, and you're required to pay a fine. Miss Leary, this is very unfortunate because these charges will be on your record for life.
The risk she took was not worth the reward. I'm sure wherever she is, she knows that now.